Hi guys, hope you're enjoying the snow. We got ice down south, or at least this far down south. We did not see any snow. So I hope you're staying warm. Couple things that I want to go over in this video. So the first thing is a reminder that we do have people who are coming in who have just added the course. So a reminder that week 1's assignment does have an extended due date just for that reason and for other reasons of people having trouble or technical difficulty. So keep that in mind. The second is, as you check your assignment sheet, there is a discussion board question this week. So don't forget about it. And a reminder that the rules for the discussion board are to post an original response to the question and then reply to 2 of your classmates. You can reply more if you start to get into the conversation and you're really interested in what someone has to say, but I do ask that you do not get argumentative. It's not going to be productive. You can ask constructive questions, but please don't accuse or be adults, and I have no doubt you will be adults. Okay. So you can reply to more than 2, but know that you're only getting credit for the first 2. Okay. You're only getting credit for the first 2. All right. So things coming up, because I don't think surprises should happen in a college course. I think you should know what's coming up. So if you were to look at your assignment sheet, there's things coming up in a couple of weeks that I want to make you aware of. The first is your first test. And your first test is due Friday, February 13th, right before Valentine's Day, so you can enjoy your Valentine's Day without any stress of school, at least not from my course. And it will go live the Wednesday before. It'll go live the Wednesday before. Okay. So you will have 2.5 hours to complete the test, and you will only have 2 attempts. So please note that every time you open the file, it counts as an attempt. So don't try to take a sneak peek of the test, and then when you open it the next time, your electricity goes out or the internet goes down or something happens, and then you don't have another opportunity to finish it. Wait and make sure that you are fully ready to take the test. You have got all your notes organized, you have some quiet time, everyone in your household knows what's going on so that you are prepared to take the test, and that way your second attempt is for emergency only. Okay, so I highly recommend that happens. So you'll get more reminders as the time gets closer, but know that that's coming up. The second thing coming up will go live on Blackboard on Saturday, January 30th, but I wanted to give you a heads up so that you can begin thinking in this area. This is your first reflection paper. Okay, so here's the first thing you're going to need. You'll need all the assess yourself assessments at the end of your chapter. So you did chapter 1, you did that in a Google form for me, but you'll need to do that for yourself, or you'll need to have those results for yourself. So you can pencil them into your textbook or write them into a notebook or keep a running Word file, like however you want to keep track of them. You want to be able to have each chapter's assess yourself assessment, right, written out or in some format in which you can refer back to it, even if it's not assigned to you as an actual assignment. Make sure that you do it, okay? There are 3 sections to the reflection paper, okay? And just as a side note, each reflection paper, as we go on, is going to get more and more demanding, or it's going to ask for more from you. So this is the simplest one, and it's going to kind of set the stage and the format for the next 2. All right, the 3 sections are, the first one is a topic reflection, and let me tell you what this means. The topic reflection, here you'll share the results of your assess yourself assessments. And here's what I mean by that. If you recall back in chapter 1, or if you look at chapter 2, there's a part at the end of the assess yourself where it says interpret your results, or if you score this, it means XYZ. So I want that. I don't necessarily want you to write out For number 1, I answered A, and for number 2, I answered C, and etc. I don't need that. I need to know what the results are. Okay, what are your results according to how you answered? And then the second part is the self-assessment and the actual reflection part. So you might want to do this by chapter. So you can do chapter 1. Here are my results, and here's my reflection on the results. So after you've summarized your results and you've gotten what they mean, you want to go in and write about, I'm looking at my notes so I say this to you correctly. Okay. Based on the results, discuss what you learned about yourself and what changes you want to make as a result of what you've learned. Maybe it's nothing, but if it's nothing, you have to be able to say that, okay? And how would you make these changes? Like, what strategies would you use to make these changes, okay? The third part of this reflection paper is a behavior contract. Now, a good chunk of what you'll do this semester is go through and hopefully change or work on a personal behavior goal, hopefully related to your health in some fashion. Now, if you were to thumb through your textbook, there are lots of things related to health. But as you've read about setting goals and being able to measure goals and how goals are successful, you want to pick a goal that you can do. So, for example, my New Year's goal, because I don't make resolutions anymore, my New Year's goal is to run a road race. So you have to understand, first of all, that I do work out. I have a personal trainer. I do love exercise, but I don't run. I will walk from here to China, but I don't run. So I wanted to set a goal that was a little bit outside my comfort zone, but was very doable. So I'm doing a Couch to 5K program. I have now run in the rain and the cold and the sleet and the freezing rain, and I'm looking forward to the beginning of March when it warms up and it's sunny, and I think it would be a way more pleasant experience. But I have someone I check in with every day. I have my trainer who follows up with me. I have people I'm accountable to, and I have set my goal and I'm working towards my goal. Will I achieve it? Maybe. I've signed up for the road race. But I don't know if I'll run the whole thing, and that's not the point. But I want to do as much as I can, actually running versus walking. So that's my personal goal. Okay. So what's yours? Is it related to your nutrition? Is it fitness? Is it stress? Is it the way you deal with the environment? What is it? What is your personal goal? And you'll use the behavior contract that is provided for you within the file when it opens up January 30th. There is one there that you can fill out, and you'll just submit that. Okay, so save it on your computer, submit that, and that will suffice. Okay, so that was a lot of information at once. So again, recap, reminder, quiz coming up, due February 13th. Reflection paper coming up, due February 13th. So there's a lot coming up in the next coming weeks. So keep track of your assess yourself assessments. Don't let those fall by the wayside. And when the reflection paper comes live on January 30th, look at the material. Let me know if you have any questions. And don't wait till the last minute. It's easy to tell if you put some thought into it versus just kind of like spat something out. Okay. And it doesn't do anyone any good if you didn't put some thought into it. Okay. All right, you guys, let me know if you need anything. Bye.